What up there, YouTube? This is Ronell Higgins, and you watching Ronell Hig Boxing Reports. Okay, so Jamie Foxx, the actor, was racially attacked with racial slurs at a restaurant in Texas, somewhere in Texas. I don't know the name, so very strange name. I thought he was like in another country or so, but said he was down in Texas. So anyway, the story goes that Jamie Foxx was sitting at a restaurant, with family and friends, and enjoying a meal and all, and these two middle-aged white men sat in the restaurant, like a table across from them, and started banging on the table, calling them nigger, but in a different way, see, nougat or something like that. And they said that it meant nigger. Now, of course, the two men was kicked out of the restaurant, and Jamie Foxx, he had videotaped them, and he took it lightly. I mean, he laughed it off and saying that they were drunk and all that, this, that, and third. And his family and friends was with him. They was laughing as well. But I looks at stuff like this, and I always remembers how I was raised. And my mother and father used to always tell me, son, you must know yourself before you know someone else. And I never understood what that meant. Now that I'm older, and as I was like maturing in years, I understood where they were coming from. Alright, so these two white men just blasted my man's Jamie Foxx and called him racial slurs and stuff. The reason behind this is, like, let me take you back to my childhood, okay? Now, I come from a large family, okay? And I couldn't get the things that other kids had, like name brand sneakers and name brand clothing, and they used to come to school dressed nice, but I did not have that because I came from a large family. It was a lot of us. But as I got older and matured, I was, as I look back, I say to myself, I was lucky that I had a roof over my head. And that was all my parents could do, is provide a roof over our head and put food in our stomachs. And then I wasn't satisfied, because like I said, all the other kids had nice stuff. So the ones who did have the name brand Air Jordans, the nice leather bomber jackets, the name belts, I hated them, okay, because they was something that I wanted to be. All right, and the jealousy in my heart, I mean, it just killed me. All right, it was killing me that some of the kids I ended up fighting for no reason. Well, it was of course for a reason. I was jealous of them and stuff, but because I wanted to be them. They had the nice things and all. They got their they name brand shoes from some fancy mall, while we got our shoes from the grocery store. All right, but as long as we had shoes on our feet, and like I said, now that I'm older, I look back, hey, I come to find out we was raised right. Okay, so anyways, when you look at people like these dudes, these racist dudes and all, and they just randomly, or not just racist, anyone, okay, who just randomly hate you, and you don't know why. Like I said, it's something about you that turns that person, and they just jealous of you, okay, but you don't know why, because you don't really know them. You never sat down and talked to them. Just like the kids in school, they didn't know why I didn't like them. They didn't know why I used to fight them either, but I knew why. Okay, so what I'm saying is that just like that girl who was doing that video, and talking about niggers, this, nigger, that. But the girl was doing hip hop music. Okay? She hate black so much, but she was, you know, she adores black culture. She makes a hip hop video dissing the people who invented the stuff. See, this is what I'm saying. Like, they want to be you. You know, it's something about you that, you know, just hit a nerve about them. Like, damn, I wish that was me. I should have that. Or I should be just like him. Or I should have a well-built body like him. Forgive me for stutters early in the morning. But yeah, you know. So in the article, all right, as I was reading this on my Twitter, the article read, no matter what you do in life, you still a nigga. And I'm, you know, thinking, because, you know, Jamie Foxx is successful and all, but let's speak on that as well. Now, I remembers, you know, coming up in school and all, we had some kids that was like rug room kids. You know, there was like in 9th grade, 10th grade, didn't know how to read, didn't know their math, didn't even know what 5 times 5 was, okay? And we all knew, okay? We all knew what 5 times 5 was, and, you know, we knew how to read, all right? So later on in life, okay, we all graduate, even the rug room class, they graduated. And, you know, we all, you know, later on in life, went to college, got good paying jobs, got a nice house, nice car, motorcycle, that's me. And, you know, we feel superior, or I should say, I was still young, I was still in that little world, because like I said, I didn't have the things that other kids had. But when I grew up as an adult and graduated school and all, and went out and got a good career and all, I can have. So now I felt kind of superior because there was people behind me, all right? Like the kids I grew up with who couldn't read or write. So I felt good because I got a good paying job, and they got to work at stuff like Burger King and Mickey D's all their lives. So, you know, a couple of my classmates and all, they all felt the same. And it was like at the 10-year class reunion, you know, where you know, we all meet up there, and even the kids that was in the rug room class came driving up in the class reunion in nice cars. Wasn't rented, it was theirs. And the way they had them bad boys decorated, baby seat in the back. You know, yeah, some of them had kids later on in life. But like, well, where did you get this? I mean, they got the exact same stuff we got. And, you know, we went to college. We knew how to read and write in the 9th grade. We knew our math. And these kids were you know, straight dumb. And so how they gonna get the same thing we got? You know, so now we don't feel superior no more. So, you know, we talked to him, and he said, oh, well, you know, I have a job. I'm an electrician now. This, that, you know. And the third, one girl has her own business. She has a business where she sell hair products. You know, I know mostly Asians, you know, sell black hair products. But no, this girl actually have her own hair salon. And she also sell black hair products. Okay, she has a store as well where she sells black hair products. I mean, she's very successful. So, you know, successful, she's more successful than some of us who went to college. Matter of fact, most of us who went to college. All right. And so it's like a few other people, now they have hate for them. Okay, because now they don't feel superior no more over these kids who didn't know how to read, write. You know, they can now have the same things we had. And, you know, it's like they're not supposed to have that. Okay, we supposed to have that, not them. So that's how it is. So if you're black and you start progressing in life, and, you know, people say, well, you still a nigga. Yeah, because they feel as though you're not supposed to have that stuff. You makes them feel now, you know, they don't feel superior no more. You know, see, you got people out there that just want to stand higher than others. But no, it's not like that. I mean, anyone could, you know, progress in life. So, you know, that's my take on this, you know, with this racism stuff. And you know, like one time I was just minding my own business. My girl and my son and I, we was you know, going out on Black Friday, on a Black Friday once. This was years ago, 10 years ago. Yeah, we was dressed nice. My son had his hair cut. I had my hair cut in a nice way, waves flowing. You know, my girl, she was dressed nice. And as we're walking, like into, I think we was going to a health store or something, GNC. And as we walking into the store, there was a young white kid sitting in the car, and he just screamed out niggers. I mean, we didn't bother the guy. We didn't, you know, we didn't even see him until we heard the word nigger. So of course my son wanted to say something, but I had explained to him, you know, actually he did say something. All right, and he eventually went over there and approached the car, and I'm gonna leave it at that. So anyway, you know, like I said, when you dress nice, okay, you look nice, and someone calls you out your name, they try to make you feel the way you made them feel. But you didn't know that, or we didn't, that we was making somebody feel how can I say, inferior, because the way we was dressed, the way we had our hair cut nice, and you know, no, it's like we're not supposed to have that. We're not supposed to look nice. Okay, so yeah, they're gonna make you feel the way you make them feel. And although you didn't do anything to that person, you know, like we didn't do anything, we just minded our business, looking nice. So you know, that's how this is. And when it comes down to, like, you know, black people, I mean, like I said, I love boxing. I like, my favorite fighters really was Lennox Lewis, Andrew Galata, Tyson. Didn't like Holyfield and George Foreman. That's why I didn't like Holyfield, because he beat George Foreman. But yeah, well, when they see this, you know, it's like unity. Like when you be supporting these fighters today, the black fighters. Now, some of these fighters, I'm gonna be frank with you, I really can't get with them like that. I watch boxing because I love it. Guys like, you know, Deontay Wilder and all, and you know, and the other guy, AJ, Anthony Joshua, you know, because back in my time growing up, guys like Lennox Lewis, Riddick Bowe, Holyfield, Foreman, even Andrew Galata, these guys had great amateur backgrounds. They really knew how to fight. And none of these guys today will last with these dudes. You know, because, you know, they, you know, just now, like, blue collar, learning on the job. But I still give them their props. You know, they got more balls than me. I mean, I boxed before. I had stopped after the broken nose and ended the trend there. You know, but still, they got more balls than me, so I give them their props. But they don't like seeing that. You know, as black unity. You know, like when you see a bunch of black males. Let me start off like this. See, I grew up in Pennsauken. I mean, I lived in other black towns and all in New Jersey, but my last stop was in Pennsauken. That was my family's last stop, and it was predominantly white when we first came here. So about time I was like a teenager and all, and I started seeing, you know, like I venture into Camden, and you see these like black males just grouped up together, all of them. I don't care if they was light skinned, brown, dark, and it just looked triumph. You know what I mean? You have to understand, I mean, the energy that it gave off. I've never seen anything like that. And that's what these other people see. Okay? It's like if you was black and you grew up in an all-white neighborhood or so, you'll understand what I'm talking about. But if you grew up in an all-black neighborhood, you really wouldn't know. But yeah, it's triumphant, it's intimidating as well, but I felt that's where I belong. So yeah, they're gonna attack you as well for supporting other blacks. But you know, that's my two takes on this. I done made this video so long, I gotta add music to it to make it interesting. Well, my name is Ronell Higgins. This is Ronell Higg Boxing Reports. Like and subscribe. I'm out.